Happy Thursday, what's up?
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So LSU's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks, it's Anderson. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the arm talent to get the ball there, that's a great start for this offense.
The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Fires downfield. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Gets the back moving. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires to the tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that 1st down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on 1st down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. That's caught. It's Moore. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this fourth down manageable.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Now on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They may have to make that catch.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson, in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Got a man. It's Moore. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Hauls it in.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I'll throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Randall. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Nussmeier. It's caught. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Delay of game, offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A quick pass to the left. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. There's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Shoots it to the left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Got his man quickly. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Durham. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's sharp. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Grab near the marker. It's Durham. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. To do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this. Oh, he's got some space.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for space. It's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. They're setting up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier set. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
One-yard attempt. Field goal is good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Plays, they've got it on offense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. That's caught. It's Anderson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Finds his man. It's Anderson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter, they're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Handoff from the gun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
A good start by this offense, something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Puts it out of the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd.
What's up, Navi bro?
Got it in the middle. It's Hill. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly...
Heck yay yay college football I see. Yo Warrior.
That is right where I want this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's
Chillin' at work.
looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
My Tigers getting beat.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the...
Just relaxing doing a quick stream cause I just woke up going to stream some soccer later.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of...
Yeah, belt to ass.
When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up.
That cause that lame coach Brian Kelly, that's why we fired him.
Passing situations, really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The defense all revved up after that.
I saw you went down to 699 then went back to 700.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
I lost a sub too.
It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'm a 701 low.
When I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, I saw.
Work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Off play action on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their...
Yeah, I got a 27.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got it at the 36.
Get 27 'cause LSU got a new coach.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Man, what a throw.
In probably stopping sports games for a bit and going back to my content before the 11 LTHs when my EA Play membership expires.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown LSU.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen.
I can still play the old ones, but I want to focus on other things.
We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
Okay, I'll be doing more sports, huh?
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
I think the only one will continue is ESPN NFL 2K5 FIFA and 2K Fatsit.
The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.